Hi guys, my name's Emma and let's talk spooky stuff. So a couple of you guys have been asking if I've seen The Green Inferno, and the answer is yes. And today I'm going to talk about it. So for me, this movie tackles a surprising and different kind of storyline, yet it is quite predictable. It won't go down as one of my favorites of the year, but it was exciting and I found it very amusing and entertaining, and it kept me until the very end. Overall, I thought it was pretty good. What was very surprising about this film was it kind of had these twists and turns that brought a new kind of story to light that hadn't been told before. A story about genital mutilation, a story about kids with really bad dialogue who are really annoying, but it really went somewhere. And although it is very predictable, and I watched this with my friend Zach, hi Zach if you're watching, we were guessing the whole time what was going on, and many of our predictions came true, but it was also really fun to watch with someone and kind of bounce ideas off each other, what was gonna happen next. And I know that you shouldn't do that during movies, but it was just kind of fun for us because there was so much hype around this movie. This movie is about a freshman who tries to find herself, and she becomes part of this activist group. She's been learning about genital mutilation in some societies, and she feels really strongly about it, obviously being a woman. And she kind of stumbles upon this activist group, and then she attaches herself to them, trying to find out how to make a difference in the world and what she can do. So the leader of the group tells her that he will show her how to be a proper activist and what you can do to change the world. And this involves them saving a rainforest. But the fun starts when they get on the plane and they go to Peru, and she finds out some things that aren't quite what they seem. I don't know if you guys want spoilers. If you don't like spoilers, please let me know down below, but I'm not gonna spoil any of this movie just because I know it is quite new, and there still might be some of you who haven't seen it, and I like to keep it pretty open. I feel like some of you guys watch my channel to decide whether you want to see films or not, so I don't want to ruin anything for you. I just want to say there's lots of twists and turns in this movie, and it can be, as I said before, very predictable, but it's also pretty fun to watch and pretty fun to see unravel. When you say The Green Inferno, you always imagine the poster with the girl like crying out or whatever. So you knew what was gonna happen. I mean, it's The Green Inferno after all. But I thought it was really interesting to see them go on the plane and they're in control, and you're wondering how it's gonna flip from them saving these villages and these rainforests to them being the prey. As a whole, I do think it's a really well-written story, but the dialogue I had a huge problem with. At the start, the teenagers were just really annoying, really silly things that they said that didn't make much sense and were very confusing, and it just makes you kind of not like any of the characters. But from there, especially when they get on the plane and they leave, the dialogue totally cuts back, and there really isn't much dialogue for like 75% of the movie, which I enjoy. It's really fun to see something visually and to know that it just means something universally instead of just all being the dialogue. One thing you can take good or bad from this film is it has everything. It has a diarrhea scene, it has a masturbation scene. Actually, it has two masturbation scenes. People get stoned, someone commits suicide. It's just never ending. It's actually quite amazing that they fit so much in, and I think that they did it intentionally to shock you, because there is no reason, especially a diarrhea scene, there's no reason that takes place. And trust me, I'm not ruining it. You won't know until that happens. But in saying that, certain other things were planted there, such as symbols and objects, or things people said just to follow up later and then kind of wrap around. So that's what kind of made it predictable. When you saw a person pick up an object and it meant something to them, you knew it was gonna help them out later in the movie. If you're not a fan of gory movies, I don't think you would have liked this one. They do have this mutilation scene. I don't wanna ruin anything. I'm not gonna go into detail, but it did have me squirming up to the last moment. It is just the most disturbing thing, and obviously I'm very much affected by it being a female. I wonder how you guys feel about that. Let me know in the comments down below. Another thing that I found really curious about the movie is, although the ending was alright, they had kind of like an open ending. They left a whole bunch of things open, and I wasn't sure if it was for your interpretation or it was because it would be revisited. If you don't believe me, wait until after the credits and keep watching, and you'll see a scene that is begging for a sequel. So some cool facts about this movie: nearly every villager signed up to be in the movie, and some of them were even the crew. Also on that note, the production designer was offered a live child as a token for appreciation for letting the villagers be on the film. Obviously, they declined. Also, the scene where the kids dangle the snake in front of the group was actually the children's idea. Lastly, no shit, it's hot in Peru, and temperatures up to 110 Fahrenheit, which is I think 43 degrees Celsius, led a member of the camera crew to quit on the first day. I mean, what were they thinking? Of course it's gonna be hot. I'm from Australia, it's like 43 every day. All in all, totally enjoyable, but don't believe in the hype. Make up your own opinion. I definitely recommend this to check it out and watch and see what you think. I thought it was good, it was enjoyable, but it's nothing to write home about. It's nothing to hype up. It's not the best film I've seen this year. I'm gonna give it a personal score of 6.5, a scare score of 5. It wasn't scary, it was just really gory. And originality, I'm gonna give it a 7 because I think it was original and it really didn't take any ideas from the Cannibal Holocaust. It was more of an ode to the film for obvious reasons. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Please give me a thumbs up if you liked this video. It really helps me out. It helps people find my videos, which gives me more support. So I hope you guys are having a great day and I'll talk to you later. Stay spooky. Bye.